Welcome to this urgent news brief. We are coming to you live with a breaking look at something happening literally millions of times a second across the globe. Right now, we're setting the stage to report on a digital checkpoint. It's this invisible yet absolutely critical barrier standing between us and our final web destination. You know, whenever we try to connect to an advanced platform, we don't just walk right in. No way. We're stopped, assessed, and processed. So today, we're dissecting the exact anatomy of that digital handshake as it unfolds live. Let's dive right in.
Okay, so let's look at the very first signal we get. Just a moment. It sounds like a super polite request, right? But as our live telemetry shows, this is actually a mandatory digital pause. We're literally experiencing this sudden required microsecond delay right now. It's the ultimate standby phase. The system throws this up on our screens to build suspense and, well, buy itself some time. You might think you're just waiting for a page to load, but the reality? A highly secure perimeter is being established around your connection. We are officially locked in a holding pattern.
Which brings us to this absolutely critical point. Pivoting from the total silence of that standby phase, we've got to ask the burning question. What exactly is required to continue? While we're just sitting there staring at just a moment, the system is definitely not idle. It's actively running a silent interrogation. What hidden criteria is the network assessing behind closed doors right at this very second? This isn't just a loading screen, folks. It's a dynamic, real-time evaluation of our browser's credentials.
Section 1. The initial digital pause, entering the standby phase. Now this timeline maps out the exact sequence unfolding in real time. We kick things off at phase 1, the pause, where we're hit with that just a moment message. This is the initial roadblock. From there, if we happen to pass those invisible tests, we push through to phase 2, clearance, where the system officially decrees verification successful. But wait, we still aren't done. We're immediately pushed into phase 3, destination hold, telling us we're waiting for OpenAI.com. It just brilliantly illustrates that accessing a server isn't just one simple jump. It's a complex, multi-stage security protocol.
Moving on to Section 2, Successful Verification Protocols. Clearance granted.
All right, we have a breaking update coming across our monitors right now. Verification successful. This is it, the exact moment those underlying verification protocols have officially cleared our presence in the network. Remember that silent interrogation we just talked about? We passed it. The system's internal security checks have officially authorized the connection right at the perimeter level. It's recognized that we aren't some malicious bot, but a legitimate request worthy of moving forward.
Section 3. Destination, OpenAI pending, awaiting server response.
And that brings us right into our current holding pattern. The specific target destination, OpenAI.com, is currently pending a reply. The perimeter guard let us through the front gate, which is great, but now we're literally standing at the front door of the actual destination server, knocking and just waiting for it to open. We are entirely at the mercy of OpenAI.com's response time here. It's honestly a fascinating look at how web traffic gets handed off from the security checkpoints over to the actual destination hosts.
Section 4, Essential Browser Requirements, the final mandate.
So to actually finalize this digital handshake, the system is passing down dual, non-negotiable, actionable directives directly to you, the user. Just look at these steps. Step 1, enable JavaScript. Step 2, enable cookies. Guys, these aren't friendly suggestions, they are strict orders. If your browser isn't configured to support these two specific functions, that door stays firmly shut. Let's break down exactly why these two specific technologies are being singled out as absolutely mandatory.
Okay, so the crucial point is this. JavaScript is the active scripting component mandated by the system to successfully execute the final stages of the verification process. It's literally the engine that allows your browser to compute the complex security challenges being thrown at it. Enabling JavaScript isn't just some optional feature for making a website look pretty, it is a mandatory functional requirement to clear this checkpoint. Without it, your browser is basically flying blind and entirely unable to prove its legitimacy.
And then we have cookies. This perfectly illustrates the second half of the mandate. Cookies serve as the necessary data tokens required by the server to actually confirm your session identity. They're what permit the continuation of a connection. Think of them like a digital ID badge you have to wear right after you pass through the metal detector. Without that badge, without those cookies enabled, the destination server has absolutely no way of maintaining a continuous, verified session with you, and it simply will not let you in.
So here is the final outcome. This starkly contrasts the consequence of ignoring these system directives versus complying with them. Over on the left,
Without JavaScript and cookies, your connection is permanently halted at standby. You're just stuck at just a moment forever. No thanks. But on the right, with JavaScript and cookies, access to OpenAI.com is fully granted. The digital handshake completes, the verification succeeds, and the destination server responds. It really is just that black and white.
Which brings us right back to the system's strict final ultimatum. Enable JavaScript and cookies to continue. This right here is the absolute threshold for entry. The intel we're reporting on today makes it abundantly clear. The modern internet isn't just a series of passive links anymore. It is an active, demanding ecosystem that requires your machine to actively participate, compute, and identify itself before any real data is ever exchanged.
As we wrap up this live brief, I want to leave you with one final, truly provocative thought. The next time you see that loading screen, ask yourself, are we ever truly just waiting, or is our system constantly negotiating our right to proceed? Every seemingly simple pause on your screen is masking these invisible, highly complex negotiations happening at lightning speed. Your browser is constantly fighting for your right to access the next page. It's a fascinating digital reality happening right under our noses every single day.